What up, though? What up, though, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Chopping It Up with Uncle Sean, the podcast. I'm your humble host, Uncle Sean, and I'm glad to be here another day. First thing I'd like to do is to kick a black fact with you. In the year of 1898, a foundational black American by the name of Charles Orrin Bailiff created the shampoo headrest. The shampoo headrest was invented in 1898 by a brother by the name of Charles Orrin Bailiff. We salute that brother for his contribution here in our country. And what I want to talk about today is a somewhat, I guess what people would call a controversial subject. And it is about the way black people should move going forward. You see, everybody right now, the whole thing is the delineation movement. And shout out to that. It's about time for that. Because these other people who look like us have never been down with us or down for us as a whole. Now, yeah, we all know a cool Jamaican or a cool Ghanaian or I just don't say African because there's different countries in Africa. Africa is just not one big country. We all know people from the diaspora who are cool people. But for the most part, as a whole, they come over here, and that's partially because of the ones that they do allow over here. They're vetted to make sure that they're of the ring-eyed, raccoonish type, rodent type nature. So they come over here and they have this look of disdain towards us, even though they're riding on our coattails. And they separate themselves away from us, and they claim not to be black and all of this old crap. So we finally started saying, you know what? Okay, since you're not one of us, you're not one of us. So hold your own nuts. And that's a great thing. So now that we have determined that, hey, this is us, that's them, that's good. Now, our next move has to be getting our community together. And what I mean by our community is our families and structure. Got to do something about these damn kids and these young so-called adults. They have to be yoked up. But unfortunately, part of the problem is that the parents are just as bad as the kids. Yeah, some of you mothers and fathers ain't nothing but aged children. You dress exactly like the kids. Some of y'all don't even own a freaking pair of dress clothes. And your attitude, sitting around with your teenage to young adult child, smoking and drinking and laughing and caca and kikiing. Well, hell, some of y'all ain't but 13 or 14 years older than your kid. No, that ain't funny. That ain't even funny. It ain't even funny, but it's true. Some of y'all is only 17, 18 years older than your child. You wasn't raised right, so you didn't raise them right. And even when you do raise them right, that don't mean they gonna act right. I'll admit that. Shit. But you have to at least say something. Some of y'all are so afraid to even, you know your child is going out doing stupid shit. And you won't even say, hey, you know, that's some stupid ass shit you doing. At least that much to put it on their mind. They ain't got nobody telling them nothing until the police come. You know, say something. And when you can, do something. I know it's too late for some of y'all, but I knew when I started seeing in my generation 40-year-old grandmothers, I knew. And I remember bitches being proud to be 40 and a grandmother. And I was like, okay, I understand loving your grandchild, the child's here or whatever, but you failed. Your daughter's 16 years old and got a baby. That means she's been probably fucking since she was 13. And usually they don't be fucking nobody their age. They be fucking grown ass men. And you was too busy doing whatever the hell you was doing to even realize that your baby had been turned out. Shit, some of y'all was offering your kids up to these men. Now look at the situation. You know? And not all of it, but a lot of it is due to generational not raising. Because a 40-year-old grandmother, especially who ain't even married, is still out there in the mix. It wasn't no, these kids didn't have Big Mama. No. The grandmother was walking around hoochied out just like the mama. Hell, they was competing for the same niggas. Now, y'all don't like it, but it's the truth. Where am I lying at? And a lot of these, man, it's dudes that's then went through a household. Yeah, it's dudes that then dick down the whole household. The grandmama, the daughter, and the granddaughter. Yes. And y'all know it's true. It's videos of women on the internet arguing with their daughter about a dude. Yeah. Some low-life dude. Because any dude that'll do that, he's a lowlife. That ain't cool. That ain't pimping. It's funny. It's funny that it's allowed to happen. We got to get our morals back in order. We got to get some kind of a community structure. And I'm not, and it's not like everybody in the black community is, there is some, just not enough. Because now with the internet and everything, they're going to show the worst parts of you. So then you begin to think that that's what's going on and that's what it is. And okay, and some folks, their reasoning is skewed, so they think, well, that's the way I'm supposed to act, I'm going to act a fool too. Mob mentality. It's like when you used to be hanging out and at the park or somewhere and some folks get to fight and the next thing you know, 2 or 3 other fights break out because somebody just wanted to fight because they seen a fight. Just dumb shit. Stupid shit. It's like you got and they all this AI and stuff is confusing people. You got to have a pretty good eye to tell what's real and what ain't. So now, like me, I don't believe nothing. I don't believe shit. Whatever I see now, I look at it as damn near just entertainment. There's no news. I don't know what the fuck going on overseas, over in Iran and whatever. I don't know. Because I don't know what's real and what ain't. So whatever trickery has been done has worked on me because I don't believe shit. Unless it's from somebody that I deem to be a reputable source of information, I don't believe it. I don't even turn on CNN and MSNBC and never watched Fox anyway. I don't even watch none of that shit no more. I used to watch CNN and MSNBC. I don't even watch that. I don't even watch that shit no more. For what? I'll turn on my local news and watch that. As long as they talking about local news. And then I'll cut the shit off. And I scroll through the internet. I got a couple of different little sites I might go to look to see news or whatever. And then between all of them put together, I decide in my mind what the truth is. That's how I do it. Because I don't believe nothing one person say no more. Because everything is fake. Fake ass people on the internet selling shit. Fake products, fake food. So they got me. Because now you want me confused, I don't believe shit. So I'm in survival mode. Shit. Protection mode. My head on the swivel. I ain't paranoid or nothing, but hey, I'm watching your ass. Shit. You watching me, I'm watching you. But we need to also, we have to eliminate the traitors and the ring-eyed rodents, if you know what I mean, the raccoons. They have to be eliminated. And by eliminated, I'm not talking about necessarily with no violence. I'm talking about shunned, locked out, uninvited to all the cookouts and functions. Like a Stephen A. Smith should not be able to go nowhere. Well, I guess he can't go nowhere without protection or cops or whatever. Shit. But he should not feel welcomed anywhere where we are. He should be booed. He should be jeered. And he should be called names. Yep. You should crack on his hairline. Yeah, he should feel like, let's say you seen him in a restaurant. Talk about his ass till his food tastes bad. And any of these other ring-eyed rodents, whether they be in politics, on television, or when you hear about the singer from a female group being one, hey, what should happen is she shouldn't be able to go on tour because ain't nobody gonna go see you. Hell, keep your freaking mouth shut. If you a singer or an entertainer and it ain't your forte, like some people, you know, especially back during the civil rights movement, you know, the entertainers, the black entertainers, they were more civic minded, they were more conscious minded, and they lived amongst the people a lot of the times. When you look at some of the houses that, you know, I know the ones that were here in Detroit, these houses were in nice neighborhoods, but they were black folks. So they come out the house, you're going to see, you know, your neighbor. So you feel the same way that they feel. But a lot of these entertainers now that are put into position after they do their ritual, and you can take that for what you want, but I think there's enough evidence out there from people going ahead and, you know, telling about what goes on in the music industry and how come every time somebody get a little free, all of a sudden they're deceased. Once they kind of get their independence after all the years of getting bent over. Anyway, we have to make the traitors to our community and our causes uncomfortable to open their mouths out in public. They should be afraid. Yes. Yes. You don't hear Jewish people talking crap about other Jewish people, do you? You know why? Because there's consequences and repercussions for that shit. And it should be the same with us. First, we do it with ourselves, then everyone else. Should be afraid to say something about a foundational black American that is disparaging. But first, we have to show everybody by getting the ring-eyed rodents in line. And it's not that hard to do. All we have to do, just like with the delineation, is just decide that's what's going to happen from now on. Every time you open your mouth, it be boos, jeers, shut the fuck ups. And you can't even talk. Every time you go somewhere, try to walk up in the hood and go to the fish spot. No. Shit. What you doing here? Shit. You know? All eyes on you. And not for the right reason. What you doing here? You ain't us. We don't want your presence here. You're not welcome. Yeah. You better have them guards with you. You lucky I ain't got a dozen eggs to throw at your ass. Shit. Rotten tomatoes. Shit. Yeah. Hey, maybe we need to start walking around with rotten tomatoes and shit to throw at some of these motherfuckers. Like, you stink. Hell. Old punk ass traitor. Can't they always find an old cheese eating nigga to talk about black folks? It's amazing. It's always been able to find a sellout. And we allow these people to dwell amongst us. Look up who started Kwanzaa. Look at that son of a bitch. I wish I would celebrate Kwanzaa. Hell, that's worse than Christmas damn near. From the person that started it, look it up. I ain't gonna tell you. Maybe I went on some black facts one of these times. But look it up. Look up who created Kwanzaa. A person who shouldn't even... Nothing mind. Boy. But it's funny how in one sense we're more likely to do something to each other. Just like every race though. So you don't never let them talk about no black on black crime, because there's white on white crime, there's Asian on Asian, there's everybody on everybody. Because that's who does crime against that particular race or whatever, is the people around them, the other white folks, the other Asian folks, the other Arabs. So never let them act like, oh, the numbers are the same percentage. The numbers are the same percentage. They say like 89% of all crime against black people is committed against black people. It's the same percentage for white people and everybody else. Look it up. But see, propaganda, that's why I don't look at the fucking news. Because if you look at the news as a black person, you have low self-esteem. I don't have low self-esteem. I know I'm the shit. I know I'm beautiful, handsome, good looking and all that good shit. Smart. Can't tell me no different. And a lot of y'all are fucked up because you've been drinking that fluoride water. You're slow and you don't even know it. I ain't drunk fluoride water since I was a fucking kid. I don't even know why I stopped drinking tap water. I just wouldn't drink it. And my parents, they got us bottled water. And this was before the bottled water craze. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck made me stop drinking bottled water. Tap water. I really don't. But I was really ahead of the trend. And that's why I ain't as slow as some of my bitches out here. Yeah. That fluoride in the water. Why is fluoride in the water? For what? Okay, I don't know either. Shit. But but yeah, we need to tidy up. We need to sweep our porches off, y'all. We need to pick the weeds out of our gardens, y'all. And then we can move forward. Because as long as you got infiltrators, every time you planning a move, they go divulge it. And then they the ones that come up with the countermeasures even. They come up with some of the talking points, or they're told what to say to break down what we're trying to do. And we allow these hoe-ass motherfuckers to be amongst us safely. That's got to stop. Just like the delineation, damn, I'm fucking that word up today. Just like the delineation and the results that we're reaping from that. A lot of these wasn't black ass motherfuckers last year or the year before. They wasn't black. They trying to be black now. And they big mad. Why do they keep calling in on people's shows mad about why do you FBA, why do you do, what the fuck you care? You wasn't ever black anyway, remember? So what difference does it make if we not fucking with y'all now? You wasn't fucking with us, now we not fucking with y'all. Oh, you gotta fuck with us. Remember, we ain't shit, we lazy. All that bullshit. So you should be happy. But they not. Because the same folks that told them they work hard and all that better than us and do whatever, same ones stressing their life right now. And how the hell you gonna come from a dirt poor, fucked up ass country full of black folks and come to a country that you say is white country and come over here and the people that's been here and thriving and striving, you gonna talk down on us and not say nothing about the people that fucked your country up? Who fucked your countries up? Why you had to come, why you had to leave? And why you don't never go back? Shut the fuck up. That's what y'all need to do. And if you just shut the fuck up from the get-go, wouldn't be no delineation, wouldn't have been no need for it. All you had to do was come and fall in line with us. And them ring-eyed rodents ain't no hope for y'all. Because a lot of y'all come from a line of ring-eyed rodents. A whole line. Everybody in your family been a fucking raccoon. Yep. And that's why there should be no mercy. No. The back, we're going to do y'all like the Klingons. You turn your back and turn around and turn it back on your ass. Because when the white folks get done with your ass and you're no longer of any use, they're going to break you. Then that's when they always come crawling back. All of them then did it. What was that broad name? Amarosa? Her? Candace Owens? All of them. Once they get to the point where people be like, you know what? We don't really need you no more, so fuck you or whatever. Then they want to come and try to make up. Nope. No, stay where you was at. Do what you was doing. Well, anyway, that's been my little message of the day, my little getting it out. And this has been another Uncle Sean production. Produced, written, directed, funded, performed by the king of the internet, goddammit. Uncle Sean, and I'm out. Peace.